Hello, this is Running Robert, and we are continuing on with Frostpunk. This is going to be part 3. If you want to see any of the other parts, I would start at 1. Just my personal preference there. That will be in the comments below. So we are just going to get right into it. If many of you remember, the last time we stopped, we had just discovered that Winterhome had been destroyed. Hope was down, despair was up. It was bad. It's a rough time. So what we're going to be trying to do is bring hope back to the people. And you know what? I don't actually think I know the name of the city. They just only call it our city. You have Winterhome and our city. So, like I said, this is where you really do get a lot of the serious tones of this game. If you're watching this as the first one, welcome. This is where the game is going to get a little darker as you kind of go on. So we're going to go ahead and we're playing. And so to do a brief recap, if you have not seen it, obviously the temperature is about negative 40 degrees Celsius. That is pretty cold. Most of the inhabited city is mostly warmed up. So we have a couple outlying areas, the tents, that are cold. We are building some bunkhouses in those areas so that people have a place to live and they'll be in good shape. We have people moving around the next couple hours around. Hope is low. Discontent is not really that terrible. So the big part of the next game is we're going to be trying to get as much steel as possible to upgrade our homes into bunkhouses. So as we go, oh, that's one of my house of prayers. Bunkhouses stay a little bit warmer, so you have a +2 for insulation compared to my tents, which are +1. So as you see, we had built an extra little generator out here to kind of keep a lot of people warm. So that worked out very well. We're also building 2 houses of prayers as I chose faith as what the people would survive on. There we go. And we have the heaters coming online too now. So that is going to keep these places a lot warmer than before. So we got 1 house of prayer that's a little bit chilly. Decent building, decent insulation, but the weather's a little cold. So people can go to church and not freeze to death. For the technology tree, what we were looking for is, we don't really need the steam hub upgrade at the moment, or the generator range, because you see it's about to go back to being warm. Outpost depot, I said before that we're really not going to wear those. People able to get places quicker with the sleds is going to be good. Also kind of maybe start working on the factory. The problem is the factory at the moment is going to have to wait because we want to build autotons, and we just can't do that at the moment. So we don't have the resources. So we will be looking at this Steam Steelworks next. That's going to be the first thing we need to do because obviously our steel is low. We can't build as much as we want to, and that is always a problem. So we're going to kind of zoom in just a little bit to the game here. So we have 1 more coal pile going, and just to make sure I remember what I'm doing, so we have plenty of coal. We're making about 200 plus a day. It's kind of nice. Wood, we have plenty of wood. Steel, we make 120, but we need a whole lot more to get everything going here. Food, we do make slightly more food than what we consume, so we're in good shape, mostly soup. Healthcare, we're doing really good. 1 untreated patient, 0 untreated patients, 1 patient in treatment. And then the housing, we have 9 homeless, which we're working on right now. We have 1 bunkhouse that is a little bit cold, which is over here. And yep, that is just a little bit in the chilly side. So we can't really do much about that at the moment. It's about to warm up for a little bit. We'll be in good shape there. Our second house of prayer is over here. When it warms up, we will start converting over all of our houses to bunkhouses. Takes 10 steel. We have a decent amount to do. With 230 people, it means at least I have 23 tents at the moment. I've upgraded a few, but not all of them. Houses of prayer has been erected, giving people a place to pray together and find comfort in faith. we can... Oh, this guy's going in overdrive at the moment. We're still in decent shape for it, so we're going to have to watch it. Oh, all my coal is done there. So we are actually going to take my Autotron off that. I'm going to throw him at a steel mill right away. Let's go ahead and let's go to this guy. Several pools are kept from freezing by hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichen grow, and the rocks looks like a good place for a hideout. So we will explore. Near the freshwater spring, we meet some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem to completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Ask them what kept them from starving. They look away, then mumble something about Eden lichen. So we will escort the 29 people left to the city, and we will go from there. So there's really nothing I can do with this at the moment, so we're just going to go ahead and disassemble it when we have a chance. Let's see, we're still at 61% overdrive, so we're still in good shape there. Unfortunately, with that coal kind of running out, that just kind of leaves this coal mine available for it. So right now, what do we have? About 500 coal and 2 posts going there. So what we're going to do at the moment is just make another gathering post to kind of collect all that coal that we have going on there. So there are coal mines. You can build coal thumpers. You know, depending on what you want, you can do what you need to do. And I really need to watch this as it's just about to warm up. So I'm going to turn this off of overdrive for the moment. Let's let that thing start to cool down a little bit. Obviously then, it's going to get a lot chillier in my outer sections. As you can see there. When that can turn on, we will. There we go. What do we have? We have the Londoners gain more followers. So, sir, the people who want to leave London have sexually urged friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. So, obviously, hope is still really low. That's bad. So, that is now built, and we can put our people in there. So we have to get organized, we have to do something. We aren't going to make it in this hole, we have to leave. That's the general sentiment of what you have at the moment. So, luckily, very luckily, we're about to warm up a little bit. So we can speed up time a little bit. Let's go that up, there we go. It's warming up, we're back to the negative 30. All the temperatures here are back to being comfortable. We have maybe a little bit of stuff on the outside of this ring. That's not built, it's just snow at the moment. So that's fine, it's a little cold. So we are in decent shape right now. So there still is the tendency a handful of people still may join them. After this goes up and down, it's going to kind of tell you what's left. Oh, let's look at the stats again. Okay, so all my houses are now comfortable. There's a couple livable. No big deal. We have an extra 11 vacant beds. Coal is closer than it was before, unfortunately. So 911 to 839. One of the things that we might have to do is just kind of turn these guys down a little bit. As long as they are not cold. See, that went to chilly. Can't have that. I know the sawmills you need to keep warm. So definitely need to check how much wood we have left here. And we have a good amount of wood. So we're okay for the sawmills for a while. Why have the chance? I know I have some people coming in. I need some bunkhouses going on. So we'll start from the furthest out. And we're just pretty much going to build every one we can. Almost going to get them all. Okay. Almost. Use most of my steel. I put my automation guy on this guy, so he's going to make 2.8 an hour. Steam Steelworks. If we can go right to that, we will. That is really going to help my production out a huge amount. My little doggo is going over there. Oh, Forgot let me get this tick treat. So we don't really need a steam sawmill. It's kind of not really what I like. Gathering points, since I'm using a lot of the thumpers, it's probably good to keep with those at the moment. Like I said, the factory's still not going. Let's go with the lighter sleds for the moment. Let's go ahead and get that done. We also are going to look to do a wall drill. And we have some good spots for it right there. So at some point my sawmills will run out of wood. So we will have to kind of go to them. So let's go ahead and get that wall drill built. Let's see. I just saw something coming up. How many more bunkhouses do I have to build yet? 1, 2, 3 more. We just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessity component in advanced technologies. We can't manufacture them in the city, so let's hope our scouts find them. So yes. So they use them for manufacturing in the more advanced buildings and for your automatic guys. Okay. Well, he's still going for that one as that one is getting fixed. Okay, so we're in good shape. Food's full, coal's full. But like I said, steel is kind of what we need the most of it, and we have something for faith going on. So people have started to visit the House of Prayers. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be a sign of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. Well, that is good. There is one thing I can do. We can do a sermon and hope will rise slightly. We'll go ahead and we will do that. So, in our houses right now, we have a lot of homeless people because we're rebuilding everything, but scouts have reached the coal mine. Excellent. So let's see what we find in the coal mine. I think it's going to be coal. So we will explore. Alright, the coal mine was operational until very recently. The machinery is running low, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled its loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So, when I was talking about the outpost, this is something that you can do. I don't use the outpost, so I really want to take as much stuff as possible. So that one we can use for wood and the snow cliffs. We have a lot of steel right now. I want to return to the city with that. So at the second time, I also need to build probably a new bunkhouse for the new people who will be moving into the city coming up. And we're going to equip this with like a proper steam core and all the stuff they need to survive. We're going to build some roads around here. Kind of keeping with this little circle pattern as much as I can. Okay, because yeah, the people when they come in here, the extra 22, but 22 and 7. I'm gonna have to build another child shelter. So let's get that going too. We will just kind of build it out here because we'll probably build some houses and steam cores in that area. It's night, so people will start to build. So we have a book of laws going on. So we can actually now go to our purpose, which is faith, or we can do the original adaptation. So if we look at purpose, what we have is we can build shrines. Shrines will raise the hope of people working nearby. Shrines increase efficiency in the nearby. You have to build 3 shrines, 10 wood, 10 steel. Okay. You can also do evening prayers, which will help everything out there. If we go back to adaptation, which is our survival, we were pretty much good at here. We can, little moonshine is very easy to do. Lowers the discontent a little bit. Alcohol cheers everyone up for just a little bit. So our discontent will go down a little bit. Hope is still low, but we're trying to get there. Okay, so everyone has a house who needs it. So the automaton he's working day and night. The Londoner's getting a couple more followers. We gotta finish off these last 3 bunkhouses. And we're good. Okay, so everyone should have a bunkhouse now. That is very good. We have to get organized. We still have to do something. It's still very dim, you know, which is unfortunate. Oh, this guy is back working, making 4.8. They are back doing 4.6. Up, Scout has returned to the city with some more steam cores, coal, and people. Okay, so first thing we want to do, we just want to send him immediately out. Send him on the road. Excuse me. So we have a couple bunkhouses that are upgrading. I think that should take care. We might need one more. We will actually go ahead and build it just in case. We can get a couple in here. We can build a heater in here, kind of warm up the stuff for the children. Yep. Well, we need more wood now. So that is okay. Scouts are now faster, so they will move quicker. This guy's bringing a whole bunch of stuff in 6 hours to us. So that is really good. Let's see the technology from here. Oh, boy. Let's see. Food and health is where we're going to click. Hunting tech, we don't have enough. We need some more money for the moment. And we can actually make flying hunters that'll be more effective. That'll get some people back. The sawmill is done. Let's put the max in there. Let's put a heater in there. So we can get everything we need to get technology. I don't want to wait on that. Less people, which means we have more people for us. Okay. He's not bringing any people back. Let's do a quick check. Coal, we're in good shape. Food, barely in good shape. So, we're doing okay. We are doing okay. So I think I got, that's one tent, that's going to be done, and one bunkhouse. So that's going to get all the rest of the people in there. They will stay, looks like they'll stay pretty warm in there. That bunkhouse is livable. Everything looks like it's livable at this temperature. We could survive at this temperature indefinitely. There we go, come on. Like I said, everyone's really at work except for the couple extra people here. So all the children do have a child shelter going on, which is very nice. And they're helping in any of the medical facilities. But we still need to raise some hope. And it's quitting time for the moment. Hunting tactics are done. Okay. Let's see. Gathering post insulation. Probably good to keep them a little bit warmer. That's all of these guys in here. Right now they're really nice because I have the heaters going, but when it gets colder, it's not going to be as good. Also, I freed up a lot of citizens from that, so that really helped me out well. What we're going to look to do is kind of get our flying hunters going. Though it requires a whole lot of steel to do this. So we're going to have to do some upgrades there. Make us more efficient. Like I said, we're still... oops, I didn't quite get him to the city. I got him close. I went to the Lost Expedition. So he still has another 3 hours till he gives us huge amounts of stuff. Which we're going to use all of it pretty quick. Okay, so we can speed that up till he gets here. Yep, so the city's just going on in the background. Everyone is on their free time. Do I have any more overtime? Someone's working overtime. I have no idea who it is. Someone is going overtime somewhere. They can keep working overtime. Okay. There we go. We get all of that inventory. Let's immediately send him off. Back to where he came down here. Look at the frozen grove. It's going to take him some time to get there, but it will be okay. And with that, immediately we're going to go right into finishing these hunter huts off. That'll get us enough food to survive. Also, since I know I have the space, we're going to get another cookhouse going. Build that right there. And even though I still have some space left over, we're going to hit some more resource depots. And these are for saving extra resources. We'll need them later in the game, but right now we just want to fill them as full as coal and as full as food as possible. Because you always need a lot of it. So we're going to go coal, coal. Oh, I'm going to slow it down. I got way too fast there. We're going to do food there and food there. Okay, so we have all that built. Oh, we can go ahead and we can put more people working there. And we can check our population that we have free. And we are looking pretty good. Let's see. That coal pile is... Oop. Click there. Londoners gained a couple more followers, so we really have to watch out. That coal pile is running out here. So this is one of those places I might have to put that Autotron to go. So wait, we have him waiting. Whoop. Let's see. We have not... Okay, so American camp. More steel. I like it. The American camp was well supplied with everything except for food. Search intents, we found more victims of hunger, most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol Tesla manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. So we'll take it. Another steam core. But we see another temporary settlement out here. You can see 2 rows of small wooden huts, but no smoke or other signs of life. All in all, it looks like a well-kept but temporary settlement. So we will go there. Okay. Let's see, we can't really do much of faith or anything else at the moment, so we're just going to kind of speed up time a little bit. So a lot of people working on that coals. Oh, gathering posts, that's good. That's going to keep those warmer. Let's see, so this one, it produces about 600. This one produces double the amount. That's kind of the next thing we want to use for our coal thumper. We want to get that going. So to help with technology and getting it quicker, we can go to tech. We can get some more workshops being built and going. We have the population for it. Because right now we see, well, 5. We can move people around if we need to. So we might kind of free up some of our engineers from working at these camps and work them instead at the other camps. So kind of in the beginning, it's a patchwork of who can work where. You know, that's your main goal. Hey, where's everyone going to be working? You see, we've already filled our food day. We have 4 rations without any food. That's pretty nice. We are going to be getting a little bit colder coming up, and there is no heat up after that. So another thing that I am going to have to look at is going to be up the steam hub over there. So we're going to need a road. Probably through that city there. And we got that going. So let's go ahead and we're going to get this going here. It's going to keep everything there warm. We'll be able to build more houses. And resources. We just click up here and upgrade that building. So we're making a lot of good buildings going on here. Oh, okay. So let's get some engineers in these guys. It's going to help our research out a ton. Make this a huge amount quicker. Okay. So, I said we stay away from coal mining. It gets better at the end than the coal thumper because you need gathering posts with the coal thumper. This, it just will mine it and you'll be able to get it. We're not going to worry about the steam sawmill because we have the wall drill, which will be used and it will get upgraded. Nobody's sick at the moment. We don't need hawk houses. Our cookhouse only have 2 of them. They're by heat. We don't need the depot. We will probably need this upgrade, but we're going to go ahead and get the mechanical calculators. We're going to get them next. Because if you look at our temperatures, it is nice and toasty here. We're going to look that, and I'm going to keep that warm. Look at that. Ooh, those things get chilly quick. Keep those going. We don't need a heater for him because the mechanical unit's going over them. Thumper's back up. That is the cookhouse. We can keep him warm. Everyone is warm. Everyone is pretty good at the moment. We have this guy who's waiting for us to explore the temporary. Some of it seems to have been abandoned. Consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at the center. I will explore. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On roughly placed face, someone chiseled by the following: May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human names in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the mine. We decided to dismantle the huts for wood. Okay. So a couple things we can go. We can go to that wall colony, which you will, and kind of move on from there. This guy has a decent amount of wood and some steel and some steam cores. And the Book of Laws. So, as far as faith, we are in good shape here. Like we don't really need anything. We can't do any of the child laborers. The dueling in the House of Pleasures just are not needed. We really have not had anybody sick, so we're in good shape there. So we can actually look at try to get people with faith. So, shrines. I think what the next thing we're looking at, playing at shrines will give people the strength they need to take on arduous tasks for the day. It increases hope. And that is kind of what we need at the moment. So we go to faith and we look at shrines. So obviously we have a lot of people working in this area. Great place for a shrine. We have a lot of people kind of working in this area. So another good place for a shrine. And then we have some people working out here in the steel. So at the moment, we are going to make this into another shrine there. That's going to be our 3 shrines. At least somewhere to stay for our prayers. So we're going to build those 3 shrines. We're going to move time a little bit up here. So what we're going to look to do today, I think, is move to day 16 when it gets cold. And there we go. We still have a couple people left over. So even if we can't get the Londoners down, we're leaving 31, but we have 19 extra. All the shrines have been erected. People feel encouraged to pray more often. That is very good. See, hope is going up a little bit. That is really nice. There goes our little robot dog moving his way through the snow, which, like I said, you can even see the imprints way out here. So we can kind of go in a little bit closer to the city at the moment, where it's nice and warm at the moment. You do see our coal. I haven't seen our coal go up in a couple days, so I'm actually a little bit worried that... No, we're still gaining some coal. We're still gaining 200 plus a day. So kind of this is what it's saying. We're taking 259 for the generator, 288 for the steam hubs, and 284 for the heaters. So I think I do remember we did build the second heater here to help with all these houses. It did a great job. Got it pretty well heated up. So we are in good shape there. We have some heaters on, some heaters off. Obviously when it gets a little colder, we're going to have to worry about more heaters. So at least we're still gaining some coal, which is the big thing. Well, we have something going on. Writing on the wall. So, Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already feel fear will share the same fate as Winterhome, or Winterhome's fate. And scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudge. So we will send one of the clerics. We will lose a little hope, though. Not that good. So that was bad. Londoners are really trying to force our hands to where we're going to go. And we pretty much have enough food and coal and everything like that. Said we can do an evening prayer. Now restore a little hope. We've reached the exile colony. Numerous snowpacks Numerous snow shelters, expertly built from the blocks of hard-packed snow, huddle around a cold, burnt-out campfire. A deadly silence hangs over the colony. Well, let's explore. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to get them out of the city, although they might die in the way. One of the dying held a diary to the chest. We read the last entry: exile from Tesla City with food and fuel running out. We sent our strongest minds to search for help. They're the last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. So we will get these exiles to the city. And it's a decent amount of exiles. So we can do other stuff if we really need to, but that is just mean. So we will escort them to the city. We pull the dying from the snow, house and prepare for the journey to the city. Some of them are stirred from their deathbed slumbers to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We cannot tell them the truth. Not yet. So we have people coming to the colony. A good amount of people coming to the colony. We will need more houses. It looks like it is about... numbers, 60. So another 6 bunkhouses. So let's go ahead and we can get those started. We only have 1. So we have to do a little bit of work. What do we have? We want people regain hope. For the first time, Londoners have failed to pursue anyone to abandon our city and flee. People are recovering from the shock of the news and are starting to look for the future. So right now, nobody's doing anything. It's really nice. We are in good shape. We're almost to the cold day. I'm going to speed up time a little bit. So, because we definitely need some more wood. We definitely need a lot of that stuff. Good. Mechanical, we got that. We need the houses to be up first. So we need to get those in place immediately. I do not like the placement of that house. I need to move it back 1. So another couple of houses. Now we're running short on wood. And that's one reason why no more wood in this area. This guy still has 300 wood. We're going to actually need to get more wood for the moment. We just can't survive off that one. So we'll go with resources. We'll do another sawmill off of that area. That's a good amount of wood we have. And speed up time. I think I need 1 more bunkhouse. And then we'll be done with that for the moment. And we'll just kind of build it back there. Same time, let's see what we have going on here. We don't... Well, that's nice. Less coal from those. That's the big one that we're going to be trying to get to, but we need 60 wood. Can't do anything there until we get the factory. Efficient gathering means people gather better, which might be helpful. The steam module will be something we will need to get. And actually, that is something I'm going to start. Because obviously, we need wood. We need it badly. Okay, so everyone will be housed in the city when they come in. Oh, we have another faith going on. So people have started to leave personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as offerings. It seems that it helps them keep their spirits up. That's very nice. Our Book of Times, we're going to go to the purpose. We have the shrines. So we can actually get House of Healing. So this helps with our medical ward. It's warm. It helps. So I have to build it, but it heals people slower than the infirmaries, but that is okay. We could also do field kitchens, which serves hot meals to the workplace during the day to help these people better cope with the cold. I think I like that one for the moment. We have a couple workplaces, like right here. Hugely helpful to have. So like I said, that is really going to help with those 3 buildings right there. The other place where we could build, let's just put it over here by that wall. We'll kind of work it out for the moment. We have enough people to work it. It's a nice thing. Oh, and we've reached the Frozen Grove over there. Explore. Ooh, that's a grim sight. Poke around the trees marked with crosses. We found shallow graves under each of them. The dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles and some bones bear signs of cut-in tools. The corpses have obviously been stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave graves intact, but we can cut the trees for wood. Okay? And we will head to the snow cliffs from here because there's not that much left over on this side. So we're going to try to clear it out as we build our field kitchens. They're returning with some wood and some steel and some cores. So at this point, we might be able to get some other stuff coming up. Okay, so that kitchen is done. Let's put some workers on it. Let's make sure it is warm enough, and it is. And our steam module has been done. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to put some people on it. Field kitchens are built, and hope rises. At the same time, I want that steel drill. We need to get that upgraded. We need to get that better. And also, we can look at this. Now that we have a lot more, we can go to efficient gathering, which help with that coal pile. And like I said, I want to get to about day 16. We've been slowed down a little bit from everything going in. We are just about there. We're a little low on steel now, which has now changed from what we had before. There goes my hunters for the day. We have about 19 people free. As soon as this builds, it's going to give us more wood, which now it looks like we're doing okay with again. Steel is where it looks like we're kind of getting crushed, and I think that's where the overtime shift is. There we go. That is built. Plenty of wood. We're going to use it. Scouts have returned to the city with everything that we have. Everyone had a place. It's really nice. This guy, like I said, right back to exploring the fishing village. We have a lot of time between those things going on. This guy, he's exploring too. Wood is full. We are in great shape with that. So maybe I didn't need this wood so much, but we'll keep it. We still have a lot of building to go. So, and like I said, we're going till we get colder today. So we're just going to kind of speed this up a little bit because we're in a pretty solid part. Nothing really is going on. We have a couple sick people. Oh, what do we have? Another act of vandalism. We're going to have to take care of this. It's going to hurt my hope a little bit. There you go. And we have some people going on. Oh boy. Captain, a priest was assaulted while trying to reassure people disturbed by the London slogan. We should do something to protect our people. Okay. So we can do a couple things. We can get some faith keepers. So we have faith keepers, or we can have our evening prayers. We're going to get evening prayers to begin with. We're going to see what we can do with it. So we have to wait a little bit here. We have a couple sick people. No one gravely sick. Probably back from the other people that came in. The Londoners gained a couple more followers. They're getting big, but our population has exploded. Our guys have reached the snow cliffs. The hole in the cliff leads to a strong sample. Somebody lives here, but a lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterholme. So let's explore. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we discovered a diary of a scientist who fled Winterholme. After the starving city found a chaos, its leader and our captain appointed himself as an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled to serve the city, and most of them rebelled against him. So there's some food, there's some wood. We'll take the resources. And we have one more of a shrouded cave. We can see faint wisps of smokes coming from the patch of deep hills. It must be an entrance, so maybe that's where he ran off to. So back we go, but we are finally... I wonder if our captain really has a plan. I do. You don't worry about that. We have to get organized and do something. Okay? Well, unfortunately, it just got a whole lot colder. So, before we do anything, What do we have for temperatures? Ooh, that cookhouse is cold, which is the problem because it's not going to work if it's cold. That's probably not going to help us very much. Both cookhouses are cold. We need to get their temperatures. Everything else is chilly. Up to warm, depending on where it is. Okay, so cookhouse warm as people are in there now. We're going to start to get some sick people, unfortunately. It's now going to be cold. We're going to have that effect. But we're looking good. We have plenty of food, both of those, plenty of wood, and a decent amount of coal. We have to wait to sign this emergency law. We will do that on our next one there. But I think for the moment we are done for today. We have survived 16 days in this Arctic ice frozen area. So thank you guys for joining in for this wonderful hunt. We will have part 4 coming up. Thank you very much.